Welcome to the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore, and today we have with us the voice of the Cavaliers, Jim Sloss. Jim, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mac.
So we're going to start out just asking you, as you're the announcer for the Cavaliers, what got you into this profession?
Well, many years ago, my son played youth football, and this is when he was, I think, in fourth grade, and now he's 23. The coach came to me and said, "Hey, Jim, would you like to announce a game?" I said, "How hard can it be?" And here I am.
Nice. So what other things do you announce other than the Cavaliers?
I am the voice of the Staley Falcons. That's a high school that is north of the river. So I do all their sports and do some stuff for Oak Park High School and just a variety of things. I do some announcing in the city of Mission. I'm the official voice of the Halloween Scare-a-thon and the Bunny Extravaganza.
Nice. So what would be your advice for somebody like me who's going through the journalism department here trying to get into the game of announcing? Would you suggest just quitting and just finding a friend that can get you a job there?
And first of all, good hair will get you far. You've got a great head of hair, Mac.
Well, thank you.
I think basically what I tell people, they go, "Jim, how do you do it?" And I said, "Well, I'm just telling people what they're watching. You know, you're a PA announcer. You're pretty much regurgitating what everybody's watching. So it's not rocket surgery. So, I'm thinking just go and do it. Just volunteer to do it. And the more you do it, the better you get. And once you sound good enough, even if you're not good, you sound okay."
Great. What's the greatest game you've called?
There was a Staley football game 3 years ago against Lee Summit West that went into 4 overtimes. It was incredible. Staley, the team I call for, ended up winning the game and going to state and winning. It was just one of those games where they scored, we scored, that sort of thing. It was I probably had 20 touchdowns in that game. So it was pretty phenomenal.
Sounds like a great game.
It was wonderful.
What's it like calling games for JCCC, a college that is constantly fielding contending teams year after year?
Much better than for a team that is losing. A lot more fun. All of our teams, baseball, volleyball, basketball, they all seem to have winning programs. It is a lot easier to call a game to a crowd that expects to win. And it's just a lot of fun. I love it.
How often have you had a team that maybe is underperforming and you're announcing for them?
Fortunately, I haven't been involved in teams that have had losing seasons yet. It's great. The high school teams are doing well. Of course, the Johnson County Community College teams, incredible coaching, players. So I've been very fortunate.
As somebody who is on camera more often than I wish to be, and I also do radio, I know occasionally sometimes you have a slip of the tongue. What's the biggest gaffe you've had while on the mic?
I was calling a soccer game. It was a playoff soccer game, and the Rockhurst Hawklets were playing, and they had a player whose name was Jack Russell. And of course, immediately, you're going to go to the dog, the Jack Russell Terrier. And I'm announcing, I thought I was being clever, and I go, "And the Terrier, Jack Russell." And apparently, the coach didn't like that. I called the next day, apologized. The Russell family thought it was great. So, you really don't want to try to be too funny when you're being a PA announcer.
Yeah, sometimes you're an announcer, sometimes you're a comedian, but they pay you to be an announcer. So.
Right, exactly.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Jim.
Thank you, Mac.
That's it for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore. Thanks for joining us.